Okay, so I'm going to use the counting on strategy, and I'm going to use the tens and ones blocks that the problem has given me in order to solve this. So I'm going to put the number 40 in my head, and I'm going to count 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. To work through this problem, I first added the tens, I then added the ones, and I got my answer, which is 45. The next problem that I'm going to complete is 33 plus 20. I am going to use the tens and one blocks that the problem has given me, and I'm first going to add the tens. I have 3 tens blocks here, which equals 30 because each of the tens blocks is worth 30. Or excuse me, each of the tens blocks is worth 10. I have 2 tens blocks here, which is worth 10 each, so 20 total. When I count the tens, I can skip count by tens to make it simpler. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 30 plus 20 equals 50. And I got that number through skip counting as well as using the tens blocks that were given. Now I need to add the ones. The 5 tens blocks that we added over here are now over here for us. 5 tens blocks, they are worth 10 each. So that equals 50. When I switch over to counting by ones, I'm going to count by ones instead of skip counting. 50, 51, 52, 53. I added 30 plus 20 and got 50. I added 50 plus 3 equals 53. So the answer to my problem is 33 plus 20 equals 53. This last question on this page says, draw lines to show the number of tens in the total. They did the first problem for us. They said 38 plus 10 equals 4 tens. 38, I'm going to just draw simply what it would look like with tens and ones blocks. 38 plus 10. These lines that I'm making are representing tens blocks, and the small dots are representing one blocks. So if I added the tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, I would have 4 tens for that problem. And we know that 4 tens is equal to 40. Now, 20 plus 41. I'm going to draw 2 lines or 2 tens blocks to represent 20. And I'm going to draw 4 lines or tens blocks and 1 ones block to represent 41. So if I were to count the tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, I know that I have at least 6 tens or 60 in the answer to this problem. So I'm going to connect this addition, 20 plus 41, to this answer of 6 tens. 6 tens is equal to 60. Now, before connecting these two, I'm going to check and make sure that they align. I'm going to draw one tens line or tens block to represent 11 and one ones block. So I have 10, 11. And for 60, I'm going to draw 6 tens blocks. If I were to add the tens blocks, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70 is equal to 7 tens, so I know that the number of tens in 11 plus 60 is 7 tens.